Children, today we are going to solve the question paper of the term 1 examination of mathematics. Okay, let's start with the question 1. In this question, it is given that find the value of x from the inequality x minus 1 upon 4x plus 5 less than x minus 3 upon 4x minus 3. So what we'll do first we transfer this fraction to the left hand side. Okay, do not cross multiply, that will be considered wrong method. And when we take the LCM, we'll get 4x square minus 7x plus 3 minus 4x square plus 7x plus 15 upon 4x plus 5 in bracket into bracket 4x minus 3. So this 4x square and 4x square cancel, plus 7x minus 7x cancel, 3 plus 15, 18. So what we'll get 18 upon 4x plus 5 upon 4x minus 3. Multiply the square, both side, left hand side, right hand side. Here it will become 0. Anything multiplied to 0, it will be 0. When we multiply the square, here left hand side, this square will get cancelled. 4x plus 5 square cancel, 4x minus 3 square cancel. So what we'll get 18 4x plus 5 into 4x minus 3. Taking 4 common from both the brackets, and this term will be cross multiplied here. So what we are left with, x minus of minus 5 by 4, x minus 3 by 4. Okay, so we can also use number line, like when we draw number line. Okay, here it will be, so the extreme right will be plus, then minus, then plus. So we can see that the minus sign will be in the interval minus 5 by 4 to 3 by 4. So when this value will be less than 0, when x belongs to minus 5 by 4 to greater than minus 5 by 4 and less than 3 by 4. So we can write the solution x belongs to in open interval minus 5 by 4 comma 3 by 4. Alright children, this will be your answer. Note down the solution please. Let's see another sum children. Now in this sum it is given that solve for x 5 to the power x plus 1 plus 5 to square to the power 2 minus x equals to 126. So what we'll do, we'll write this term as 5 to the power x plus 1 as 5 into 5 to the power x. We can write that, we know law of indices. When the terms are in multiplication, the powers get added. So if it is written 5 to the power x plus 1, we can write as 5 into 5 to the power x, alright. 5 to the power 2 minus x can be written as 5 to the power 2 upon 5 to the power x equals to 126. Then what we'll do, we'll assume that 5 to the power x equals to y to make a quadratic. So it will become 5 in y plus 25 upon y equals to 126. Taking y as a LCM, we'll get 5y square minus 126y. Taking LCM and cross multiplying at the same time. 5y square minus 126x plus 125 equals to 0. So when we do the factors by splitting the middle term, we'll get the factors as 5y square minus 125y minus y plus 25 equals to 0. Taking common 5y, so we'll get y minus 25 bracket and to bracket 5y minus 1 equals to 0. Now if we say that y minus 25 equals to 0, that means the value of y will be 25. The value of y we have assumed as 5 to the power x. So it will be 5 to the power x equals to 5 square. That means the value of x will be 2 after equating. And if we say that 5y minus 1 equals to 0, that means the value of y will be 5 to the power minus 1. 1 by 5 is 5 to the power minus 1, right? So in place of y, if we write 5 to the power x equals to 5 to the power minus 1, that means the value of x will be minus 1. So from here we can say that the value of x will be minus 1 comma 2. Alright, please note down. Okay children, let's see the third sum. In this sum, we have to calculate the multiplicative inverse of 2 plus 3i upon 3 minus 2i. So, I have assumed that let z equals to 2 plus 3i upon 3 minus 2i. That means z inverse will be 1 upon z will be 3i minus 2i upon 2 plus 3i. So, what I have done, I have multiplied with the conjugate, numerator and denominator. When we multiply 3 minus 2i into 2 minus 3i, we'll get 6 minus 13i plus 6i square, right? And here in the denominator, a plus b, a minus b, we will get 4 minus 9i square, right? The value of I square is minus 1. So this plus 6i square will become minus 6. Plus 6 will get cancelled. So in the numerator only 13i will remain. And 4 minus 9i. So I square is again minus 1, minus minus plus. So denominator will get 4 plus 9, it will be 13. So this 13 and 13 in the numerator and denominator will get cancelled. So the value of the inverse of the complex number, given complex number, is minus I. Alright children, please note down. Okay children, let's see the fourth sum. In this sum it is given that using the principle of mathematical induction, prove that 1 cube plus 2 cube plus 3 cube plus and so on up to n cube equals to bracket, square bracket open, n plus 1 upon 2 whole upon 2 to the whole square. With this we have to prove using principle of mathematical induction. So solving this sum, what we'll do, first we check for n equals to 1. This is what we do using principle mathematical induction. First we check for 1, then m, and then m plus 1. We prove that it is true for m plus 1. Same thing we are doing here. First we are checking for n equals to 1. So when we do that, when we put 1 here, you can see that 1 into 1 plus 1, 2, 2 upon 2 will be 1, 1 is square. So 1 square is 1, and this can be written as 1 cube as well, right? This can also be written as 1 cube because 1 into 1, 1 to the power n is always 1. So now we can say that hence it is true for n equals to 1. So now we assume that it is true for n equals to m as well. So the value of Tm will be 1 cube plus 2 cube plus 3 cube up to m cube equals to m bracket m plus 1 whole upon 2 to the whole square. Okay children. Now what we'll do, we'll check for n equals to m plus 1. So if it is true for m plus 1 as well, then we can say that it is true for all n belongs to natural number. So when we put n equals to m plus 1, the series on the left hand side will be 1 cube plus 2 cube plus and so on up to n cube plus m plus 1 to the whole cube, right? And here it will become, if you put m plus 1 here in place of n, it will become m plus 1 bracket into bracket m plus 2 to the whole square upon 2, right? This is what it will form, m plus 1 into m plus 2 whole upon 2 to the whole square. Now we know that the value of 1 cube plus 2 cube plus 3 cube plus and so on up to n cube is m plus 1 by 2 to the whole square, right? So in place of this series we can put the value of, we know that sum of this series is m plus 1 by 2 to the whole square. So now when we separate the terms and doing the square, what we'll get, m square bracket m plus 1 to the whole square upon 4. Now we can see that m plus 1 square is common in both the terms. Take it common, m plus 1 to the whole square common. Inside the bracket it will become m square by 4 plus m plus 1. When we take the LCM, we'll get m plus 1 to the whole square into m square plus 4m plus 1 plus 4 upon whole upon 4. Now you can see that this is the square of m plus 2. M plus 2 square is m square plus 4m plus 4. So in place of these three terms, we can write m plus 2 to the whole square. And in the whole, we can write as a whole square, we can write as m plus 1 into m plus 2 whole upon 2 to the whole square. So now we can see that this is what we have to prove. This is the right hand side. So now we can comment that hence it is proved by the principle of mathematical induction that Tn is true for all n belongs to natural number. Alright children, please note down the solution. Okay children, let's see another sum. In this sum it is given that if x, there are two ordered pairs which are equal, x minus 4 in bracket comma y plus 2 comma 4 is equals to bracket open 0 comma minus 3 comma z plus 1 bracket close comma, find the values of x, y and z. Now if x and y and z, two ordered pairs we are comparing, the values of x and y and z will be same. So what we'll do, we'll equate the value of x, y and z. Okay, so we can say that x minus 4 equals to 0. Here the value of x1 is like x minus 4 and here the value of x is 0. So when x minus 4 equals 0, the value of x will be 4. If y plus 2 here and here it is minus 3. So if y plus 2 equals to minus 3, the value of y is minus 5. If z plus 1 equals to 4, then the value of z is 4 minus 1, it will be 3. Alright. Okay children, let's see another sum. Now in this sum it is given that if a equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, comma 5, set b is equals to 2, comma 4, comma 6 and set c equals to 3, comma 5, comma 7, find the value of a minus bracket b union c. Right. So for that, what we'll do first we calculate the value of b union c. Now this is b and this is c. If we take the union, that means combining both the sets and writing the common elements one time. So it will be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This will what? B union C set will be obtained. Now set A is given as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and we have to subtract B union C from A. So when we do that, all the common elements of B union C and A will get eliminated from A and what will be left? Only 1 will be left. So A minus B union C will be 1. Right? Please note down. Okay children, let's see another sum. In this sum, we have to prove that cot x, cot 2x minus cot 2x, cot 3x minus cot 3x, cot x equals to 1. Now what we'll do, we'll pick up left hand side and prove it to right hand side. Okay. So in the left hand side, I have taken common cot 3x from this second and third term. So when we take common minus cot 3x common, so in bracket it will become cot 2x plus cot x. And the formula of cot 3x is, cot 3x can be written as cot 2x plus x, and cot a plus b is cot b cot a minus 1 upon cot b plus cot a. So this and this term, denominator and numerator, will get cancelled. You can see minus sign outside the bracket, so sign will get changed. We'll get cot x cot 2x minus cot 2x cot x plus 1. So this minus and plus term will get cancelled. Only 1 will be there. That's what we have to prove. So we have obtained the right hand side. So now we can say that left hand side is equals to right hand side, hence proved. Alright, please note down.